It takes about... Did you just fart?
Mm-mm.
Did you just lie?
Never.
What's up YouTube? Haley Hemorrhoid here with my beautiful boyfriend Dustin. So I posted on all of my social medias for you guys to ask us some questions to answer today, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start on Instagram. The first question is from Germany Eden. How did you guys meet? So we kind of like both knew of each other just because it's such a small town. Every gay knows every gay. And we eventually showed up in each other's friend suggestions on Facebook. And I don't remember who added who, but long story short, we ended up adding each other and being friends on there for a while and then eventually started messaging. Kason Cal says, how long does it take to transform into Haley? Typically like about an hour and a half to 2 hours, just depending. I think today it took me like an hour and a half. Yeah. Cynthia Burrows, WV, says, what do you get out of being a drag performer? Is there a difference between you and your drag personality? How did you get into drag? Ooh, that was 3 questions. What do I get out of being a drag performer? I mean, it's really just a lot of fun and a way to really like boost confidence, I guess. I'm so much more confident of a person since I started doing drag. And there is a difference between me and Haley because like I'm a lot more confident in drag. There's a lot of things I would do in drag that I wouldn't do out of drag. Like I wouldn't feel comfortable enough. How did I get into drag? I mostly just began watching it like on YouTube, like different drag queens that made videos and whatnot. And then watching Drag Race, I binged all 10 seasons because that's how many there were at the time in like a month and became obsessed and then wanted to start doing it myself and now here I am. Kyle Klomstad says, how do you guys drink your coffee? Well, I like really sweet coffee. Like I like a little bit of coffee with my cream, I joke. But someone...
I like it just a little bit of cream and just a tiny bit of sugar.
Did you even put anything in that coffee?
A little bit of cream.
It tastes like fucking dirt water with dry bread. Dirt water.
Manly coffee.
It's disgusting. Lesbian serial killer says, what is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow?
It's from a movie.
No?
Well, they didn't know either, so we don't know.
Heard.
I even Googled it after I saw the movie. I mean, there's like calculations and shit, so I'm sure.
Peyton a Picture says, I like that name. Would Dustin ever do drag?
Maybe one day, after I get into drag a few times. Get more comfortable with it, maybe. Learn how to do a mug myself, yeah.
Miss Bella Novo says, who is a non-drag race / Dragular performer you'd like to meet? I feel like you want me to say you, but I ain't fucking going to. Just kidding. Obviously, I would like to roast you in person sometime. But if I had to say someone other than you since you left the comment, I would probably say Geneva Confection in DC. I haven't got to meet her yet. I've met a lot of DC queens, but not her. But we're like always, or at least I'm commenting on her stuff. I'm a little more obsessed with her than she is with me. But I just think she's hilarious and I'd love to meet her.
And Lady Bunny.
Lady Bunny would be cool, yeah. Water Off a Flase Da says, if you could pick another drag name, what would it be? I actually thought about this because when I first started doing drag, I was all about like, oh, let me be a comedy queen because I don't know how to dance or anything, so I'll just be funny. And then the more I started doing drag, the more I really aspired to be like a dance / stunt queen, and the more I'm getting there. So I thought about, now that I've kind of progressed in that way, changing it to something not as stupid. I was thinking about changing it to Haley Blackwell, which would be the last name of my drag family. But I decided not to because Haley Hemorrhoid is still really funny and a lot of people know me as that, so why fix it if it ain't broke? And then they also asked, what is Dustin's drag name?
Don't know yet. I feel like it'll come to me once I'm in drag enough times, I think. I want it to be original, but you know, something pretty funny, so.
Favorite place to travel and do drag? My favorite city that I've performed in actually has been DC. Like I had a lot of fun when I was there that one weekend doing shows. So now we're gonna move over to Facebook. Heather Mortzfeld says, for her daughter, how many layers of glue does it take to glue down your eyebrows? It takes about... Did you just fart? Did you just lie?
Never.
It takes about 4 because I do like one layer where I go like against the hairs and then like I brush them upwards. Oh, babe, that stings.
That was you.
I didn't bust out.
You have been all day.
But this one wasn't me. I promise. So then I brush the hairs up.
Oh yeah.
And I glue back over them again, so that's 2. And then I let that dry and then I glue over them again, that's 3. And then I powder them and glue over the powder and that's 4. And that's the last layer I do.
So 4.
Yeah, that's what I said.
You just had to mansplain yourself.
What?
Mansplaining?
What?
It's like explaining something that's pretty obvious. Like you could have just said 4 because that was the question. but you had to explain it 3 times. Love you.
And then asking for herself, have you ever had an embarrassing drag moment? Literally 2 fucking seconds ago, you asshole.
Luckily, I've never seen you like fall or anything.
Bruce Baker says, what's his opinion on the War of 1812?
The right side won. I'll stick to that.
What? Who won?
I have no clue. Like the French and Indian Wars? Is that the same thing? I wasn't good at history.
Honey D. Moore says, would you rather keep your current sleep schedule or hibernate for 3 months and have 9 months of 24/7 alertness without being tired?
No, thank you.
See, I would want that because I feel like I'd be so productive if I just didn't have to sleep for 9.5 months.
No.
Yeah, I'd be MIA for 3 months, but who would really miss me?
Me?
We hibernate together, don't
Not
we?
if I don't choose that.
Well,
Because I like sleeping, and I can have time management.
are you saying I don't have time management?
I'm saying I don't need 24 hours in a day to get my shit done.
What is your theme song? I don't have one, but I feel like if I did, it'd be like Stupid Hoe by Nicki Minaj.
Like your life theme song?
I was thinking drag.
Oh, yeah. Probably stupid.
I should perform that song sometime, because for some
I
reason
can.
I haven't yet. Would you rather be stuck on a broken ski lift or a broken elevator? You have to choose one.
I think about being claustrophobic in the elevator, and I don't like that. But then on a ski lift, you're probably cold. And if you think about that movie, Frozen, not the animated movie, Frozen. So they get stuck on the ski lift and like it goes back. But it's a horror movie and I'd want to say outdoors, but the elevator has an emergency button. You'd probably be more likely to get saved.
When the power goes out,
That's what the emergency button's for.
is the emergency button gonna work if there's no power?
I'm pretty sure that's why it's there.
How many pieces of baloney can you stack on a sewing needle?
Well, what do we have here? A sewing needle.
That's like thicker pieces, so I don't know how accurate it's gonna be.
Not accurate, because this is like 2 or 3 pieces of regular bologna. And that's an end piece, so...
Well, now it's on the floor.
I didn't want to eat it or anything.
Well, I feel like this is unfair
This
because...
is 2 pieces of deer bologna.
Yeah, it's like really thick bologna, but we got 2. Also, sorry I didn't answer all of your questions. You left like 20, and we got a show to get to, but we love you. Anyway, guys, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and turn your notifications on so you know when I post new videos, because I post them when I can. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all the same handle. Follow Dustin on his Instagram. Like my Facebook page, and I'll see you guys soon with another video.
Bye.
And I forgot what I was gonna say.